Hi! If you are looking for an easy indoor plant which have different foliage types and it will also blooms in your indoors, then this video is totally for you. As you know by the title, in today's video I am going to show you the 7 Hoyas that I purchased from the local nursery. The nursery name was Rajeshwari Nursery, and I already got 2 tour videos of that nursery. So if you haven't visited the nursery tour videos, then I will give the link in the description box as well as on the right top. So in Rajeshwari Nursery, here you can see a video of that, where you can see that this nursery have got plenty varieties of Hoyas and Discadias. So if you are looking for Hoyas, then you can definitely go this nursery and find out your favorite one. Hoyas are generally known as wax plant also because of their waxy leaves, and most of the Hoyas are very easy to care and easy to maintain, and with a very little care they will also bloom in your indoors. There are several species or several varieties of Hoya available, and they are extremely popular nowadays. So let me show you the Hoyas I purchased from that nursery. So the first Hoya variety that I purchased is this Hoya. The name of this Hoya is Hoya carnosa compacta regalis, or commonly this plant is known as Hoya carnosa compacta variegata. There is also the normal variety of Hoya carnosa compacta available, which is commonly known as Hindu-rope Hoya. So this is the Hoya carnosa Hindu-rope variegated. Here you can see that the leaf is very curly and very fleshy, and the edges is in cream white color, and this is a very dense and compact Hoya, which is very ideal for any kind of hanging basket plant. So while showing you the plant, let's talk about that what kind of lighting condition is necessary for Hoyas. So here you can see that this Hoya have got very fleshy leaf, and this variety Hoya really thrive if you give this plant bright direct sunlight or indirect sunlight, because there are different varieties of Hoya, and different varieties of Hoya have got different varieties of foliage, and most of the Hoyas can survive if you give them bright and direct sunlight, and also they can also thrive in medium sunlight area. But in that case, maybe the leaf of the plant gets lower in size, also the stems will become weaker, leggy, and they will produce very fewer leaves if you keep your Hoya in lower light conditions. So the second variety of Hoya that I got is this Hoya. So this Hoya name is Hoya elliptica, and this is also very easy to care house plant, and also you can see that the leaf is quite dense in size and quite fleshy. So this plant really thrive if you give this plant bright and direct sunlight. Also this plant can tolerate bright direct sunlight. So the second important thing while growing any variety of Hoya is watering. So Hoya will really does very well if you give them very little water and misting time to time. It's totally depend on what kind of variety you have got. If your Hoya got very fleshy leaves, then your Hoya will thrive if you give them very little water. But if your Hoya have got very thin kind of leaves, then that plant will thrive if you give that plant plenty of waterings and misting. But you should always let your Hoya dried out in between the waterings, and while you water your Hoya, the water should drain out totally from the drainage hole, and you will need to water more when they receive more light. So you just have to adjust accordingly. And while growing your Hoya, you should always avoid overwatering your any variety of Hoya. And in the cooler months like in the winter season, the Hoya will go into dormancy. What I have seen in my case, that they have done nothing. So that time you should always cut back on watering in the winter time, and water it when the soil is completely dried out. The third Hoya or the fuzzy Hoya that I got is Hoya affinis, and here you can see that plant, which is quite different looking in comparison of the other Hoyas that I already have. And those Hoyas which have got very fuzzy stem, they are very difficult to propagate. And while talking about propagation of Hoyas, if your Hoya got the aerial roots, then they are the easiest to propagate in water, and I also tried that method to propagate my most of the Hoyas in water. I keep this plant in my east facing window, and you can see that my plant is really doing very well in that conditions. The third most important thing while growing any variety of Hoya is what kind of soil mixture you should always use for your Hoyas. So all the varieties of Hoya are particularly the epiphytic one, so they grow on other plants, so you should always use a very well drained soil mixture for your Hoyas. Some of my Hoyas are purely in the cocoa chips and they are really doing very well, and some of the Hoyas are in the potting mixture of perlite and cocoa pit, and they are also doing great. You can also use the potting mixture of peat, perlite, orchid bark, but the soil mixture should be very well drained. But if your Hoya did not get enough amount of water, then your Hoya roots will often dried out and they will die back, so always check the watering of your Hoyas. Soon I will back with another video like this. Until then, you can follow me on the Instagram. I will give the link in the description box. Hope you like this video. If you do, please don't forget to hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.